Good morning, traders. Welcome to Small Trades, where we trade small for big gains. Today we'll be trading Nasdaq futures. We're going to be focusing on AOS setups, where we look for areas of support where Nasdaq accumulated. So we'll start looking at those areas now. We'll chart out where we find them and any kind of trend lines and other things that we could potentially find. I'll get into more of that as we look through the charts. All right. Nasdaq has been pretty bullish. I'm looking at a 5-minute chart here. Yesterday when we were trading, the market just kept on going higher and higher from, as you can see, from around 9 in the morning. It just kept going up and up. We drew out this oval of indicate where the area of resistance may be, right? Where this is where the sell-off started happening. And as we were approaching it, you can see here as we were approaching it, we were rejecting a little bit, but that just formed bull flag because we didn't sell off. Okay, then it kind of broke it and then rejected a little bit, just went up, went down. So I was able to catch some shorts here and some longs across different accounts, prop accounts. We traded with Apex. I think I caught a bunch of shorts right here as the market sort of peaked here at the top. On the way down, I caught some shorts. And I think I did the same thing for MFF and futures. All right, so then the market closed around what? Around 4 o'clock right here, and around this area on the chart, and then it continued going up higher from there for another maybe 80, 90 points. Let's take a look. 320 up to 395, yes, so 75 points. I'm a little concerned because a lot of times, as you can see, for example, here, when we had this kind of rally, we come back down. Maybe we didn't come all the way down to this area, but we came down a lot. So from here, from 275 down to 980. All right, that's like a 300-point drop. Okay, this will obliterate pretty much any account. Now we are up 400 points. So we can drop another 300 to 400 points, or even come down here. That's over 400 points if we decide to come visit this area, 24,900s. Okay. So the government shutdown is still out there. It's still in. They're still negotiating. So we don't know what's going to come from that. Any kind of bad news could certainly create reaction in the market. We're about 10 minutes away from opening up, but just be aware of these things. I'm going to draw out some AOS on 5-minute for now, just so we could look at these areas as the market progresses. So we had some like right here, had one AOS. Looks like the market respected it nicely, right? Came down to here, popped. All right, let's see if we can find another one. All right. There's one more. Another one. Now, AOS is something that I came up with on my own. It's my style of trading. I recommend you come up with your own style as well. Don't try to copy me. This is just for entertainment purposes only. But you could certainly watch, enjoy from beginning to the end. That's how I learned too. I watched other traders as well. Looking for things that I can learn from them, pick from them. All right, so these are certainly some areas we can focus on the 5-minute chart. So the market could potentially open now and drop 323 down to, yeah, that's like a 50-point drop, which is significant enough. So trading minis would be a little bit tricky today. We have to watch, see how the ATR is throughout the day. If the ATR picks up, trading minis will be difficult. Right now I'm just focusing on micros. This is, we're looking at trader weight, and I have my funded futures eval account connected to it right now. I'm trying to pass this account. Previously, we had another my funded futures account, where we had a payout just a few days ago. The only thing is when you take out, just one caveat, when one funded futures, I'll probably do a video on that separately, but when you take out all the money from there for the payout, your drawdown gets reset to pretty much zero. So if you make, say, first trade you make $100, and next trade you lose $101, you blow an account. Okay, so I think that's what happened. I traded micros. On the next day, I think I made $25 on a micro, and then the trade went against me. I think it went negative $30 basically, and the account just got blown. All right, so we're working on the next eval here. We're about halfway through. Taking it easy, no rush, just a couple $100 a day. I think, let me just quickly do a little review here. I have a spreadsheet that I post during recap videos. I haven't done a recap video in the past couple days, but certainly we'll do one soon. And we've been doing okay. We've been averaging about $200 to $300 per day on this account. Some days we made $1,000, but usually that $1,000 profit is usually preceded by a soft stop, which is like where I cross the maximum drawdown of 1200. So yeah, so we had that drawdown of 1200 on October 2nd, 7 days ago. Since then we had 4 profitable days. One was $1,000, then $250, then $300, and $200 yesterday. All right, so kind of have to be less aggressive maybe, and focus on taking small wins rather than losses. Given that we are at all-time highs here with Nasdaq, we should be extra careful. You know, I keep hearing talking heads on the news saying things like, oh, be careful, market could drop now. But a lot of times when they say that, for some reason the market just continues grinding up and up. It's when they start getting all jolly and saying, oh, look, the market is doing great, that's when the market starts dropping. When they start scaring you, saying, oh, things are about to get bad, that's usually the opposite of what happens. I feel like they do that on purpose so that you let them make all the money, and then when they start saying, oh, now it's great, now the news are looking up, and then something happens, and then they're like, oh, well, no, we changed our mind. That's what I've been seeing in my experience. Okay, all right, so let's take a look. So we have this trend line going down. Let's see how that compares to our 500 tick chart that we usually look at when we trade. I like to execute my trades with Nasdaq using 500 tick chart. I get a better feel of volume and just overall movement of the market. I also see better patterns here. I mean, 5 minutes is great on larger time, like you get a larger idea of what's happening, like more of a zoomed out version. I'm also experimenting with Russell futures on the other side here. By experimenting, I mean trying out with AOS setups that we're doing here on the Nasdaq. I'm trying to apply the same things on Russell, but what I'm finding with Russell, at least right now, pre-market, the volume, I guess, yeah, the volume when you want to get into a trade, it's not the same as Nasdaq. And different. So I've reduced my tick chart to 100 ticks now. See if we can maybe get better look at Russell using 100 ticks versus 500 ticks, because Nasdaq is a lot faster moving. I feel like, yeah, it is more fluid index versus Russell. Russell, I feel, feels a little bit choppier, but that might change once the market opens. So just my suggestion, never stop experimenting. All right, so we have about 4 minutes to go. Let me quickly just look at the news, see if we're expecting any news once the market opens up. All right, so today we have 8:30. We have Fed Chair Powell speaks at 8:30. I guess he finished talking. Then we had FOMC member Bauman speak at 8:35. Then after market opens, we have nothing until 10 a.m. 10 a.m. we have wholesale trade sales, natural gas storage, construction spending. So natural gas storage is at 10:30 a.m. At 11 we have construction spending, CB employment trends index. 11:30 we have 4-week bill auction, those are bonds. And then we have 8-week bill auction. At 12 o'clock we have WASDE report. What is that? That's United States Department of Agriculture, World Agricultural Supply and Demand Estimates report. That's a mouthful. Huh. This report provides the current USDA forecast of US and world supply use balances of major grains, soybeans, and products, and cotton. All right, I think that's kind of been talk that we've been hearing from Trump. I think that might be important. It does have a couple of bull heads next to this report, so it might be important. So 12 o'clock, watch out. 12:45, we have Fed Vice Chair for Supervision, Barr speaks. 1 o'clock, we have 30-year bond auction. That could be important. And also have Atlanta Fed GDP now. That could be important. So yeah, so let's watch out for those times. I'm gonna, I guess, mostly look for, be careful around 12 o'clock, 12:45, and 1 o'clock. So essentially from 12 to 1 p.m. you have to be extra careful. All right, we're 2 minutes away from the market open. All right, so if I had to try to scalp something here, we have this AOS that we just drew out here on the 5-minute chart. Let's see how well the market respects it. Alright. Maybe we could certainly try to do one right here, just to get the feel for the market. Okay, we got one. Alright, this was nice. The AOS worked here. Let's see if it breaks down to the next AOS. Market is kind of imbalanced now. Okay. So it went down from 335 down to 308. 25 points or so range here. Let's see if it decides to revisit. Just like I said, trying out Russell futures here on the side. Okay, market is coming back down. It's interesting to see how other indexes behave. All right, we're gonna rip higher here. Never mind. Okay, we did go higher. Okay, it's okay. So careful, it's pretty volatile. Okay, we're sliding down a bit. We're respecting this simple moving average, right? We're staying underneath that average. I'm gonna zoom in for a better look. I'm gonna get a two-legged pullback here. 1, 2, potentially, yeah. Get a bounce here. Feel like we're maybe getting some traction. It's a little risky, but never mind. Yeah, we might make a new low now. It's fine. Got a little bit of a trappy trap there situation. That's fine. And we should be out. Oh, not quite, but maybe next move. Okay, good. All right, look at that. Okay, grinding lower for now. Kind of ultimate AOS area right here. Maybe we're gonna get a two-legged pullback. 1, 2. Technically, it's not a bad place to go long. Just missed my opportunity. There you go. It's okay. I'll try to go long like this. If you dip, because I can still kind of chop around here. Could break out here. We might trap some shorts. We might go up. All right, let's play that. See how that works. Never mind. Okay. Just have to be careful here. I've raised my profit target here, just not the best move, but strategically, just I want to take more from this because I missed out on all these big moves here, but might not be the best idea. Let's think risk first, profit last. Interesting seeing how Nasdaq is trending lower, and Russell is just kind of climbing higher. All right, sounds like we're out of this trade. There you go. Finally, we're going maybe a little higher now. Although we're still trending down. I'm gonna try to do some scalp with the minis here. Let's see if I regret that. Okay, not bad. All right, we're having a bit of a sell-off here. See if we get any kind of bounce. Okay, the market is not happy with the way it's sold off. I think he wants to do more. We'll see. See if the bulls could step in. Okay. Looks like there's some kind of sequence happening. I have a couple of minis here. Position. All right, two-legged pullback. Wait. Okay, nice. I have a few more here to go. Similar to this situation. How we have with micro, I have a mini there. Okay. Nasdaq is saying not so fast. Okay, I'm going to continue down for now. We're approaching that trend line. Okay. All right, let's take a look. What is the market doing? Apologies, I was just looking at the other screen. I still have one mini there. It's basically where this micro is. That's where my target is, at 25 to 180 somewhere. We do coming into this area of support for this trend line. So I'm definitely getting very curious about how we're gonna behave. In the past, we could break this kind of line and drop another 80 points below it. So if we were to say break right here at 25 to 30, we could get to 150 easily. So that would be somewhere here. That would put us at this line right here. So I'll be definitely watching this area. Kind of want to move my stops out of the way because this is where the market could just get extra frisky. Okay, until then, we're just gonna wait. Maybe there's gonna be a bounce. It looks like we're getting that bounce now. I'll take that out just for a small win of $65. Yeah, I think we could scalp our way around here better than trying to okay, maybe I should have. There you go. All right, good. We're out here. Nice. Okay, that's good. Bulls are still alive there. Huh, interesting. Now Russell is going down. Now Russell's going down and Nasdaq is going up. Amazing. Okay, let's see. That's good. We're moving up. All right, so the AOS would be essentially here. Okay, I think we scalped this nicely. $112 in profit. We made money on the drop while we were going long. I think it's pretty impressive. Okay, let's see. So we had the market pretty much went from 335 down to 253. So that's almost a 100-point drop. And I think, yeah, something I keep saying to myself, 100 and let me see. So I'm not breaking my own rules here. I don't want to get in before I got out here. Yeah, so something I tell myself. Nasdaq can drop 80 points in an instance, so just watch out for that. I'm gonna continue waiting for it to drop. Maybe it'll come down again. Otherwise, it's coming back up to where we were. This is where the market opened, right? So we definitely have some stops. The market may want to revisit here. I guess the market keeps going up. We gotta start drawing out our AOS. See where we can go long. If we catch along. Okay. See if we catch along. Come on. There you go. That was that quick. See? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Nice volatility. Whew. We expect the news. Did a quick scalp to the upside, downside, you name it. Okay. All right. So remember how I said, oh, I don't want to get in before my trade where I exited. See, that's my rule. It's okay. It's quite okay. I think we're going to come back up there to retest that area. If not, we'll manage it from down here. Quite all right. Well, Russell is coming down. So I wonder if, I always wonder who's leading who. Is it Nasdaq or is it, one second. Is Nasdaq or Russell? Russell's selling off, so sounds like Russell is the one gets the first memo. I wonder what S&P is doing. The ES contracts. All right, so we are kind of making lower lows here. So let's see if I can just move my target a little closer. Some AOS right here. Okay, looks like we're selling off a bit. Nice. All right, that's a nice pump from the bulls. See if they can do anything about it. All right. Okay, we're up $285 on our take profit eval account. Okay, I'm not trying to jump into anything too quickly here. Maybe we should get out here. If we go higher, I'll participate. Of course, got out too quick. All right, market is definitely playing games with us. That's fine. Beautiful pop here. I have to be a little patient. Let's see if we can get that money back. Market doesn't owe us anything, but certainly nice if we could get some of that back. There you go. All right, so now we're positive on this trade. That's good. Don't feel so bad. All right, this was a nice rally. Oh, we got 2 minis out of here, right? No? Let me take a look. We got 1. No, 2 here, okay. Market is definitely volatile today, if you can feel it. I definitely feel it. I do feel more comfortable buying it towards the bottom of this channel than, so I'm not too nervous. I feel like buyers are stepping in here every time we come down here, so I'm not too worried about it. We do have so anywhere from, excuse me, as soon as we drop below previous low, I'm pretty comfortable there. That's my thought process. Okay. All right, Russell continues to sell off. Okay, Russell keeps tanking. By tanking, I mean it's down 25 points. It's not a lot, but significant enough. Should probably move my target a little closer because this target is way far. I'll move it to, come on, to the moving average up there. Now we're out. So yeah, I would say I like this kind of market. This is the kind of market I like. It goes up, it goes down. Yes, it has a trend. That's good. So if we get lower lows, that's great. This definitely fits with my system of trading, because if it's going lower, I'm just gonna keep buying at lower lows. If it continues going higher, then we'll just buy it at AOS supports, right? So far we're doing okay. $139 in this account. We also made $295 on using minis. Again, I recommend trading your risk and not profit, okay? If you manage your risk, just think about risk first. Profits should follow, okay? I know we all want those big wins right away, but you know, a lot of times those are, you know, everybody wants those, and market will find a way to fool you. If we don't get it, we don't get it. There's another day or another time frame. If the price decides to now go up 200 points, that's fine. Good for the market. It's good for those longs who finally got their breakout trade after 100 losses and paper cuts. All right, I'm not trying to do those paper cuts. Okay, so we have a bit of a sliding situation here. We have a little bit of a AOS right here. I'm gonna put an order right here. If the price comes down there, it's great because first of all, it's below this low, and it's also at our AOS. Okay. Let's see, market is trying to do a little bit of a reverse sequence maybe. 1, 2, well actually I already did. At 280 over here. If you went long, you would have gotten 6 points. I guess you'd be out already based on my strategy. So kind of missed that trade, but it's okay. All right, looks like my Russell is coming back up. I've accumulated 5 mini contracts there using AOS setups. Let's turning a little bit positive now. About $100 up on Russell contracts. 135, 200. All right, it's climbing. Okay, we're out of one contract. Gonna let it run. Okay, let's see if the price comes to our AOS. Don't forget, I'm still looking at this sell-off down to, 300-400 points, right? So far. Where did we start? We started over here, right? This was our first trade. So we started at 330. We've come down 100 points. Right? No, 80 points. We still got a couple hundred points to go. To the downside, that is. Okay. There's that AOS. Let's see if we get a little bit of a pop from there. For a quick scalp. Or does it go lower? Okay, it definitely was trying to pop. Let's see. Who wins? Definitely see there's a little bit of fighting going on between bulls and bears. Bears are making lower lows. That's okay. Let's see, maybe let them fight. We'll just watch. Not asking for a lot, just a couple of points. There you go. We won. They fight, we collect. Okay. All right. So next trade is down here. Technically, we could do another one. So bulls do come around. I mean, they definitely give, and they give us some room for mistakes, so that's good. So you see, our out was at 270, and the price went to 279. So it gave us an extra 10 points above that, so which is great. It came into our AOS and jumped 15 points. It's nice. If this was a mini, it would have been a $300 trade. Okay, but I'm trading micros. I'm trying to take it easy here, okay? Okay, come on Nasdaq, I'm trying to fall asleep here. I'm gonna move this one a little lower, just so that we don't have them cramped together so closely. Does anyone have any suggestions on the levels? All right, looks like Russell is coming back up. Just took me out of another mini contract. Okay. Kind of a strong rejection there. I'm gonna draw out some AOS here on my NQ charts, my other platform here. Pretty much similar to what we see here. I guess I should probably do some more here. I'll need to extend them. And I feel like Nasdaq is brewing something.
Order filled.
Okay.
Order filled.
All right. Happy with that. Okay. See the intensity of these drops. Okay, waiting for this imminent danger. Will we get to 200 on this account today? Well, look at it after transaction fees, it's $118 on our account today. I know we pulled $156, but there's about $40 in transaction fees. So just keep that in mind. Okay, look at that. Nasdaq is not giving up. It is going higher. For your viewers out there, please comment if you have any questions. If there's something you don't understand, I'll be happy to explain. Trading here for entertainment, maybe making some money. Okay, all right, give us some. I'm gonna try to buy long here just in case we.
Order filled.
Feel like.
Order filled.
All right, maybe a little too soon.
Order filled. Order filled.
Okay. Okay, getting a little exciting here.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
It's this guy. Did we get in too soon? Let's see, will it teach us a lesson? Yep. I got into the trade. I had no business in it. I was just trigger happy. All right, finally we got it. Okay, maybe it wasn't such a bad idea. So we got 1, 2, 3. Excellent.
Order filled. Order filled.
Okay, good. Went long there and just kind of caught that scalp real quick. Just we were around dancing around this AOS here. We're definitely getting support and bounces from here, so definitely buyers. I think it's a matter of time till we pop out. I mean, we touched our AOS right here, so I got 1, 2, 3 micros, not bad. All right, we did catch 1 mini trade there as well. We're up $370 on that account now. Just trying to see, make sure that I don't make too much on that account, because there's that consistency rule, right? With that eval. Now it looks like we're okay. Looking here at Russell. Remember Russell Peters? Doing a little bit of a FOMO trade here. Probably not the best idea.
Order filled. Order filled.
Okay, good. We might go higher from here. Just I feel like it's just trapping a lot of shorts. That's just my thought process here. We'll see. We'll see if my thought process is right. If not, then I'm okay with it. Okay. I'm just gonna jump in here with a market order.
Order filled. Order filled.
Just feel like there's this opportunity. I just want to see some kind of validation. Am I reading the market correctly? Probably not. We'll see. A lot of people could be reading the same way, and of course, the market will then punish those who fall into the camp of others. See? Okay, so far the market is trapping longs. Until that changes, I'm not moving my trades closer. Okay, let's see. Okay.
Order filled.
I'm gonna try to help it a little bit. No bueno for now.
Order filled.
Got a 1 mini long there. Another account. Let's see if we get that scalp.
Order filled.
Alright, we're out.
Order filled.
See, when you trade the system, it's like it's easier, more robotic, and you're less likely to fall victim to trades that you think are happening, which are not.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Okay.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Wait, the minis are working nicely.
Order filled. Order filled.
Okay, we're bouncing out of our AOS. Let's see if we can get these closed. If not, then we're just gonna give it more time, but I think we should be okay. I mean, we'll see. Definitely catching some resistance from idiots like myself who went in with what, two longs way ahead of schedule. All right, that's fine. Our minis worked out nicely. I had those trading according to plan.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Okay.
Order filled.
We're kind of bear flagging here, maybe. Okay, so let's see what we're doing here. We have a bit of a sell-off in our hands. Got this steep channel.
Order filled.
Okay.
Order filled.
We can certainly scalp a little bit here. It's not letting me because of the have too many contracts open. Okay,
Order filled.
that's fine.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Okay. All right, looks like we're trapping some shorts there with this breakout. They might definitely feel that pullback. Or they might say, nah, yeah, we were just kidding. We're about to find out.
Order filled.
Okay, I'm in with 1 micro long, and we're out. Okay. Okay, Russell is selling off. So is Nasdaq. Let's see what we make out of this.
Order filled. Order filled.
Because we're sort of at the bottom of this channel. Like, of course, we could definitely flush 100 points down. There's probably some news coming out soon, right? And, you know, the sell-off could definitely accelerate towards the bottom as we hit the bottom of the channel. A lot of times, remember, it just starts accelerating to the point where it flushes maybe another 80 points or so below the trend line. Yeah, and that's when we're going to hit the soft stop on that account there.
Order filled. Order filled.
Okay.
Order filled. Order filled.
Okay.
Order filled.
That was a quick win. Yeah, I mean, I think the market will find some bounces here as it goes down.
Order filled.
Let's see.
Order filled.
I mean, it's certainly steep, no doubt about that. But usually these steep drops are followed by pumps, big pumps.
Order filled.
Okay. Trading long there in the background, as you could hear.
Order filled. Order filled.
What am I hearing now? All right. Okay, I had 2 micros closed there nicely on my funded account. $102 in profit. Very nice. I mean, I love this kind of trading. Market is selling off, but you know, there's still some kind of sanity to it, right? If you can find your way around scalping this. All right. See, wave 2 is coming. See how steep this will be. I mean, the shorts are definitely in control. The market is grinding down. Just don't crash on me, please, the computer. Okay. Market maybe trying to do a reverse sequence. Let's do a quick math here. What did we do? We started, where did we start? 930 over here. Okay, we started at 336 and we went down to so 140 points down. Okay, and you know, remember I said if you expect the market to drop at least 80 points during the day and you set your orders there, I think you should be fine. Because if I had put, like, say, started DCAing, putting all my money into 80 points down from the top, let's just say it was right here, right? Let's take a look. 360, okay, we know the number, right? 336, excuse me, over here, right? We start from here, minus 80 points, right? That will be 250s roughly, right? 250, right where this red line is right now. You see, this is red line, okay? And we had placed our orders here at this red line. We would have had one swing, two swings, three swings up. And let's say if we got stuck here, right? We would have DCA'd from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just doing like roughly every 10 points. It would have been very Gucci from here, okay? I know I shouldn't be talking because I'm stuck here. I should have been out, but hopefully we'll get out very soon. I think there'll be some resistance right here, so I'm gonna start kind of scaling out right here. I mean, definitely some. Bow, bow, bow. All right, come on, let's shoot through this. This definitely stops up here, so I think the market is going to want to go up there. I mean, my order's up there, not that it cares. Obviously, this could be a nice big resistance for people like myself. Okay. I don't want to do anything stupid, so I'm going to come back in a couple of minutes, okay? Yeah, I mean, clearly the market is like all those silly boys like me went in with 2 micros over there. Good thing there weren't 2 minis. I mean, you see how everyone thinks the same? We're all like sheep, right? I was like, okay, this sell-off, the way just because it was so strong here, I was like, okay, this would be a good place for a pop. Just the opposite. This was a good place for a short. Market will play you like that. If it wasn't for these 2 micros right here, my average would have been down here. I would have been out already, okay? And I guess this is what happened. Some smarter people, smarter money, they're getting out here. I'm still waiting to get out. And it's like an elevator ride, right? You're waiting for that last floor to arrive. Hopefully we can break through now and get out of this position. And all right, we're at break even roughly, and hopefully we'll close out here shortly. And this would be a good time for a breakfast break for me. I will set my trades down here. Just kind of going back to this trade right here where I was with minis. Imagine if, I mean, I totally picked the bottom here, right? Can you say I didn't? Come on. Total bottom. All right, 197. I mean, come on, within 4 points. Incredible, right? If I had held this from here on, this would have been a $1,000 trade. Anywho, we're gonna break through here. We just have to accumulate all those people who are trying to get out the sales. And certainly some buyers stepped in here. They've reversed this. Now we're just trying to break out through here. To play this safe, I could technically, like, if in case this rejects, okay, come on.
Order filled. Order filled.
Keep going. Well, let's just get out of here, okay?
Order filled.
All right. No harm done. I'm gonna just enter with 1 micro. Start this journey all over again.
Order filled.
I'm just gonna keep re-entering with one micro because my out is not until like here. So let's see, we got 1, 2, 3. So if we re-enter here, this will be like a 4th micro where we entered with a 4th, which was not the worst place in the world. We also have this trend line here. We have these areas that might want to be run. We also have AOC right here. We can restart our trade here. It's interesting. I stopped adding here at 25, 240, 224. It's another 30 points. I mean, my rule is generally don't add for 50 points, don't add anything. So I guess I'm okay, but still 30 points. Could have added something here, considering that I've been adding here every, what was it?
Order filled.
Okay. We're out and about. Yeah, would have made some solid profit, I guess, if I stayed in. You see, remember I said I should just walk away from that trade? It's okay. We're still positive. We still did well across many accounts, so I'm pretty happy. Okay, look, came back to yep, we came back to where we started. But that starting place was not a great place to start, so I'm not gonna get back in there, alright? I'm just gonna wait for the market to come to us. This is sort of a level right here we have this trend line. Okay, I'll be happy with this kind of a trade if we just continue. I don't mind it to sell off again, the Nasdaq that is. What is Russell doing, by the way? Did Russell reverse? Yeah, looks like Russell popped again. Didn't quite make it as high as where it was before.
Order filled.
Okay, win. We're gonna respect that trend line, or what? Or we're just gonna break it and it's gonna be a bear flag. Very possible. Not very likely, but very possible. That's what I meant to say.
Order filled.
Okay, we're out. Good. Let's try that again. I'm gonna place similar order here. So we are respecting this trend line. Just made it, I think, a little higher. It's perfect. Okay. Bulls are pushing through. Wow. Wow, what a trade. Remember, 80 points drop. 1, 2, 3. A minute. So from here, 24 up here, it's 80 points right here. We'll profit from this to there. Should have just left my trade as it was. It would have been excellent, but it's okay. Missed a couple $100 here, but at least we made those couple $100 on the other accounts. In fact, let me do a quick recap. We made on the funded accounts, we had we passed 2 more evaluations yesterday, if you recall. So we're trading 4 funded accounts. 2 of them are eligible for withdrawals already, so I've pulled money from there this morning, which is nice, from 2 accounts. So one account we made, we pulled $87 from the market, 87, and just using micros. All right, wasn't minis, just micros. All right, beautiful. Getting a drop. See, visually, I want to get in now. Should I? I mean, it's a discount.
Order
See?
Order filled.
I went in with a visually
Order filled.
instead of my strategy. Let's hope we're okay here. But we did just break that trend line. It could be just retesting now, and then gonna go lower. And again, the reason I'm down so much, I mean, I could be doing much better, is because I put this trade on right here.
Order filled. Order filled.
Okay, you see, these gave me profit. This one visual did not give me profit. Just broke even. I mean, I sold it for a little more than I paid for, but we're just retesting this. Likely. I'm gonna try to aim like below these. Swing lows here. This one is not really a trade, so I'm gonna just lower it here. This is where AOS is. Okay. gonna draw a couple of AOS's here so you see what they are for the support purposes. Okay, we have one right here. Another one here. Will we now sell off? That's a question. It'd be nice. For me at least. I don't know about you. I don't know where you went long, but if you were following where I was going, you know, this was a good area to, I guess, I mean, perfectly came to my, look at this, to these two orders when I went in long. My out would have been like 5 points to 60, 65. I mean, it's perfect. Look, it's perfect. It went to like 67. Just gave me 2 extra points there just to make sure I close. Anyhow, but I was a little impatient. You know, they say, oh, it's you who's the problem. Yeah, but you have to, again, I'm not trading P&L. Like I said, I'm trading risk. So I needed to get the risk off the table, okay? This account is not big enough to trade 6 micros, and unless I'm like DCA'd properly using my system. There, I kind of used some visual cues. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 micros. How did we do last time on the 6 micros, okay? Well, we started them a little bit early. So we started them right here, 1, 2, and we had third one right here. So if we start from here, 1, 2, 3, I'd only be with 2 micros at the point. And then we'll have a whole bunch here. I think it'll be beautiful. I think I could just leave them the way they are. So, and go have breakfast. Okay, I'm gonna set it up like this. Space them out maybe roughly 20 points after that. We've got 26 over here, so I'm gonna just, oh, it's not letting me put any more orders. That's fine. Okay, so we have some longs here on micros. Let's see if I have any minis still sitting out here. Oh yeah, we still have minis. Let's remove those. We are quite happy with micros for today. Thank you very much. We expect the market to drop another 400 points together. We don't want our minis sitting out there. Okay, there's the 26 area. The magic 26, so they call it. Okay, I'm gonna, wait, what's happening? No, what did I do? All right, just a casino. Move these orders down here. All right, market is starting to go down a bit. We're ready for another sell-off. That'd be great. Would love it. Come on, Nasdaq, show us what you're made of. All right, now it's telling me you have too many orders on the way. Okay, all right, so this is what I'm watching. We have this trend line that we've been kind of following along. It was our trusted friend today. Definitely save this. Okay, see if we can extend it. All right. There's a slight change of wind happened over here. And I'm just gonna redraw another line here. Okay. So we could potentially follow this, which is the lesser line. Now here's what I gotta say about this. If the price, you know, sometimes it could just come here, and remember how I said it starts accelerating and drops another 80 points. So this is what I'll be watching. So if it breaks here, let's say we're at about 21,140, and then drops another 80 points, guess where it's gonna be? Right here. Oh, 60. Okay, this will be the 80, and this is where like the last of the Mohegans will be there. Of course, my stops are there, but I'm hoping it's not gonna get there for a while. All right, so we are about 160 points from there. I'm sure some of these orders will close out and these stops will move out of the way, and we'll just have these stops hanging out. These stops will probably most likely be closed out. But in case we have any doubts, let's just move them out of the way a little bit. Below their projected area of 250.60. All right. There you go. All right. Now we're more like it. Good. So, micros all around. So far, profitable day. This is where we're at. Now we just have to wait for the market to sell off. We just needed to drop another 30 points so we can get into our first trade. Maybe less than 30, maybe like 20 points. So it's not that much. All right. On my other platform, I have a few other orders sitting out as well. On that platform, I'm waiting for the market to drop. Those are my funded accounts. I already did okay on them, so I just need maybe a few more bucks. I drew out some AOS area, so the AOS will be around 210 per my calculations. So there I'm gonna just strictly trade AOS setups, because those are funded accounts and I want to be more careful with them. If you have any questions about AOS setups, just comment down below, and I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. Okay, so I need the market to drop another 50 points for my next AOS to kind of hit. And then I have a few other, obviously the market lows is another great place to, you know, to focus on for quick scalp. Another AOS I have. So I have a 25,010 as my AOS. Next AOS where I would focus on would be, I guess small area would be at 25,199. Then 25,187. And so on. Okay, 25,149 is my next AOS. There's definitely a bunch of them on the way down, so which is great. That means we got a lot of spots for a bounce, like for a quick scalp, and as opposed to just a straight up market where it leaves no areas of support. This is great. Another AOS evidently is 25,125 and 110. I think that's enough for now. So yeah, so I'm prepared for about a 200-point drop. How about you guys? I would like a 200-point drop. And that's still nothing, right? Compared to where we were. Let's take a look at the 5-minute chart. Well, let me just do it for you here, so you guys could see. Hold on. I don't know if we're gonna get it. The market is just, Nasdaq is being strong today. So you see, it was nice. Bam, bam. Okay. But there's certainly that area where market may want to go, and that's gonna be scary when it does. It's that 2500. It's gonna be very scary. Whew. Very scary. All right, let's switch over to there. But we need a 260-point drop. Yeah, it's gonna be scary. All right, let's take a look. I'm gonna switch over back to tick charts. I'm gonna wait for that, for the trades to come to us. I don't want to chase anything. Just so you can see, I have a buy order sitting out here, hiding down there. I mean, we're still grinding this uptrend. I mean, yeah, we broke below it, so who knows? We could just reject from here eventually, and that's gonna be, yeah, very interesting to see. All right, so let's just watch it closely. Gonna do a quick calculation again. So we have about $250 on this account. $250. Then we have about $800 here. So it's $350. $450. I'm just gonna add them up. $450 plus 400. $850. $850. 1,100. So 1,100. And then $150 here, so $1,250. We made $1,250 this morning. All right, not bad, considering 4 of those accounts were funded accounts. Not bad. 1,200 in 2 hours. And we haven't taken too much heat today, right? Just so I wasn't too aggressive. Those micros, I allowed myself to get into 6 of them, but the drawdown maybe was $300-400. Not too bad. Okay.
Order filled.
Okay. Here's some action here. Alright, so this trend definitely broke. Let's see if we get some kind of bounce. We might definitely go visit this area, which is 100 points. It's fine. There's some management setup built into this, so we should be okay. Okay, I'm gonna go get some breakfast. I'll be right back.
Order filled.
Okay, gonna let this trade work. Be back soon. All right. I am back. Let's see, what is the market doing us? Okay. All right, so we are doing this bull flag type of action. Did have this nice trend. We could potentially go higher, all right, if we break through this area. 25,275 and on. All right, I'm gonna fire up my quant tower. Maybe we could do some scalps there on with minis. See what kind of damage we could do there. I will leave these trades as they are for now and focus on trading Apex accounts. Un momento. Okay, we have our take profit trader. And we have our my fund and futures combined. I'm gonna move them off the screen for now. Gonna switch over to quant tower now. All right, Russell is pulling back. We'll see if that helps us in any way to gauge where the market wants to go next. Okay, looks like this bull flag wants to break out now. We might have just missed our opportunity here. Okay. We'll catch it next time. Not sure why it's giving me some kind of error message. Let's try something else. Take profit. I think I'm going to restart my quant tower. Too bad, we might be missing a nice trading opportunity there. I'm gonna switch over to TradeAway so you can see what's happening for now, at least. Alright, I think there's gonna be some sort of a flag formation. Quant Tower is taking its sweet time. Okay. So I really want to take this long here with NQ. Just missing that opportunity. So the way I'm placing my trade is, hey, if we dip below this, we'll go long. And if we dip below this, because we do have a bull flag formation here, like this would be an area to catch that long. Watch the market just sells off 300 points now and just blows my account in 2 seconds. Could do that. Alright, TradeAway is still taking its time. Not TradeAway, excuse me, Quant Tower. Alright, I hear some sounds. I'm gonna move over to this screen for now. Alright. Alright, should be good now. I'm gonna adjust the screen a little bit so you can see it better. Let's see if we can do this again. All right. Better luck this time. Might have just missed the boat there. I would love to go long from here when it breaks out. But what if it decides to pull back and this is some kind of a trap? Too much risk. It's like 20 points to the downside. I have to be patient. These are minis, so I have to be patient. It's kind of hard to tell also where the AOS is here, but I would say this is one area right here. Gonna draw out another AOS. See what I mean here though? Like if we got stuck up here somehow, got FOMO'd, like there's all this room to downside. There we go. See that sell-off? Crazy, right? Yeah, I can never trust the market. So you see, originally we were bull flagging, and now market says, nah, forget the bull flag. You guys can't see this, but I'm playing this also on my Funded Futures account. So the way I drew this out on my Funded Futures account is, I'll try to see if I can show it to you soon. All right, I'm out of that trade. I'll see, a lot of times market likes to kind of break down and then recover. I mean, this is our next AOS, so I'm going to try to trade from here. But sometimes it likes to break and then come back. I mean, there's could be a little bit of a bounce from here. Yep, from there, let's see if we catch any kind of bounce or... I'm gonna try to catch a scalp with a micro there, my Funded Futures. I did catch 2 mini trades there. I was a little bit more conservative with my Funded Futures. This I can't. Here I entered a little too soon, right? I should have entered at the bottom of this flag right here at 49. You know, potentially added here at 38, which is like a 10-point space. Great, right? I mean, the 49 worked, right? The 49 we got in, we got out. It's just yeah, a little impatient. I'm just gonna give this a little bit more time. And the market may want to now that it trapped people like myself, impatient, the ones who got inside this bull flag. This is where, you know, this is how I draw out my AOS, right? AOS is essentially a meat center of the bull flag or a bear flag. So this could technically become a resistance area. Okay. And that's why you see the market coming in, kind of coming out of there. All right. This one. I guess I don't need as much now. I just want to get out of this trade, given that it wasn't my best performance. If we get stuck in it, okay, we're out. $173, not bad. This is a funded account, so I think I need $100 a day to get it to payout. I'm not sure one of these accounts already is ready for payout. I just need to trade 8 extra days. So you can call this a traded day. Took 3 mini contracts, not bad. That's like $100,000 trade. All right, let's take a look at the next account. So we did bounce nicely out of this AOS. I mean, my next trade would be here. Okay, that's how I would set it up. The reason for these placements is because we have, actually, given that I want to be done sooner, I have lots of accounts to trade today, so I would like to maybe enter here. Okay, that's like, this is where the stops are hiding. The market could just come down here and come back up and continue with this bull flag situation, right? You see this is how I drew this rectangle, where this is now becoming sort of a resistance. If it breaks through that and continues higher, then all these shorts will be trapped, and there's plenty of fuel to go higher. On the other hand, we still have all of these longs that got trapped here. Unless they were trading like me, there's a lot of them. Whole 120 points worth of them who are praying and wishing to get out. They'll be willing to get out 25,300 at break even here. It's just halfway. So the price could go maybe potentially up here. You know what I'm gonna do? You know how I like to draw my oval? I don't know if I could draw an oval here, but yeah, I think I could. Eclipse. This is where the selling started to happen. So I'd say this could be area of resistance. So if the price comes up there, I might do a little bit of scalp to a short side. But for now, we're gonna focus on catching a long from below. But imagine if I got stuck right here, if I went long, hoping this will be the breakout, up on top, 25,270. That's a 25-30 point drop here. That's a lot. And I still would be stuck there. All these people are still stuck there. Those are getting a little bit impatient. So yeah, I think it's better to try to catch it lower rather than higher. Let me check the news calendar. So we had some news that we were expecting. Okay. Kind of scaling up, up, up. And then maybe down. Or up, 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 up. I mean, my guess is the market wants to go higher to test this area. There's probably a lot of money up there. Plus there's a lot of shorts. There's sitting here who were down here. They're like, oh, they were counting their millions already. When the market went down 100 points. Some of the smart ones closed them. And then, you know, they closed them. And then most of the people who were like halfway here, they closed. All the longs that actually were going long. You're probably DC8. Kind of like myself. I think I did that. DC8. Got out here. The market tried to make another push down. But look, we did not make lower low. We made higher high. So the market could potentially, if we draw out the trend, it could potentially grow higher. And please notice that nobody knows, and I don't know. I can only speculate where the market is going to go. I'm just going to trade when it comes to me. Okay? Those that try to predict the market usually fail, or they just won't admit that they failed. But anyhow, long story short, this could be a big bear flag and then just dumps 200 points. That's also another scenario. So you kind of have to be ready for all those different scenarios. At current moment in time, I'm thinking if the price comes down here, there could be some long stops here. I'm going to try to catch a little bit below that, like right here. So if the price goes below it, 5 points, it's probably enough to get some of the stops out. If it decides to go a little bit more aggressively, there's our AOS right here. We'll gladly take a scalp from here because usually there's a bounce here. I'm also going to maybe move this down lower. Okay. Try to catch something like this. But it's all going to start with this 50 tick scalp. And if that breaks, then we go for another one. And then if that fails, so we have first of all 1, 2, 3, and if that fails, we have another AOS right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 essentially opportunities to redeem ourselves. If this trade plays out and I survive this trade, this would be the only trade that I'll need on this account, okay? I'll move on to the next account after that. Okay, I've been trading Russell just on the demo again, experimenting it with a 100 tick chart. It's not too bad. I made $1,300 on it today, but that's just like demo. I tried Dow. One of the YouTubers there, traders, he was like, "Oh, don't trade Nasdaq. Nasdaq is too fast. You should trade Dow." And I trade Dow on my live accounts. Like I've done it for many years, and I do swing trades there, and I do DCA. But for this kind of trading that we're doing here, Dow just did not do it for me. I mean, the first day I thought I was doing well. Like I was conservative. Excuse me. I lost $4.5 grand the first 10 minutes of the market open. $4,500. How's that a slow moving index. I mean, I get it, it's 30 biggest companies, etc. But still, given the futures market, I was trading minis. I think I got into 4 or 5 mini contracts and that's it. I mean, that's a blown account right there. Good thing it was just a demo. With Russell, I was down a couple of hundred, maybe $1,000 this morning today at one point. I think I picked up like 5 minis, Russell, but then I closed out of them. I scaled out of all of them, and then I did some more. The price never really came back to where it was this morning, right? 24.93 is kind of the highest where it came back to today, but originally I bought it at 24.97. I closed it with a profit. It went away from me. Then it would start dropping, and then kind of stabilized. Now it's still trending lower. It's very similar to what Nasdaq, I guess, is doing right now. So it's gonna be interesting telltale sign. Who's gonna do better? Looks like Russell's breaking down a little bit. Let's see if we could catch a scalp here on the Russell. See if that works better. Dropping and bouncing. Let's see. So yeah, like I said, I think there's a 51% chance that the market is going to go higher from here, and 49% that it goes lower. How's that for probability for you? Would you play a Russian roulette with a 49 chance of getting hit by a bullet? Nah. But there's a 51% chance you're going to be a winner. You're going to do great. I don't know. 51% sounds enticing. It's like winning a lottery. Imagine somebody gave you a 51% chance to win a lottery. I mean, right here you put 10 minis in this position. 10 minis. It goes up to 40 points. That's $800 per contract. Mini contract times 10. That's $8,000. All right, Russell sold off a little bit, so broke this flag. Let's see if that's what Russell was doing the same thing, and then it started breaking down, and it kind of broke down here. Okay, see if the Nasdaq will do the same thing now in the next 5 minutes. Russell is essentially, yeah, it's like down here right now. I'll do a circle. So let's see if the Nasdaq will follow suit and come down here in the next, few candles. Oh, look at it here. All right, and the Russell's going lower. Okay, break, retest, and then we go lower from here. Should we try that? I hate shorting. Remember I said there was a 51% chance it goes higher? Should we try shorting here? Okay, just scalp. Oh no, I didn't move. All right, we're giving Nasdaq a few options. to go lower, where the circle is. Okay, this is our circle. It's a funny circle. It's attached to the, it's tracking this movement of candles. Okay. And the winner is me. All right. It came down to the circle. Should we try buying it here? I don't know. It's not really a way to go long here because we want to go longer here. I'm going to close out these guys. All right, quick scalp. Why not? Wow. Wow. Look at that Russell. Now the Russell is doing a little bounce. All right, so we're back to our strategy. Originally we said we were going to go down here, catch some of these shorts. I mean, not shorts, excuse me. Stops. And then get out. Kind of overswept us a little bit here, huh? Should have been 10 points. 35. 25 here. This we should try catching it. Okay. There. Now we want to bounce. Nope, Russell's selling off. There's no bounce at all. Let me check, make sure I don't have anything sitting here. Okay. All right, we could probably trade it on this guy. This is the 150K eval we have here. Just want to take the opportunity market gives us here. Okay, we're getting bounce from this AOS area. Market is playing with our emotions here. Come on. Like I said, this will be the trade that once this is done, I'll be done on this account for the day. Let's see what the market has in mind for us. Just drink some coffee and wait. Russell is catching a little bounce, kind of doing the same thing what Nasdaq is doing. Okay, and we're out. $248, and we also got this winner on another account here, my Fund the Futures account. Happy, happy, joy, joy. We did great. Let's take a look. So we're about 400 and something dollars up on this account. These are funded accounts, so this is great. I'm done trading these. Oh man, if I held these longer, huh? All right, on to the next. Look at this, huh? Look at this bull flag turn into nothing. This bear flag worked. So as you recall, we have this support area here. So with micros, you could definitely scalp. You could place one here, here. I'm in 25 to 11. That looks like a juicy area to go long. All right. Okay. Done trading the. I think I'm pretty much done trading funded accounts across the board today. Oh, wow, look at this, ripping higher now. Now I feel bad for getting out so early. It's okay. I mean, look at the winner we got. I mean, what? We were like $200-300 in a drawdown. It's beautiful. Can't ask for anything more. Come on. This is gorgeous. Today, love the market. Absolutely beautiful. We read it well, right? We said, look, the price is going to come down here. It did. Right? We said it was going to break. I was trying to do a retest trade here. Yes, it didn't give it to me, but it's fine. It broke, came down here. We caught a quick scalp here. Instead of catching it there, we caught it here. And then we took our intended trade. I think the only thing I can slap myself on the wrist for is removing my trade. I think I had it here in the center of the AOS. Right here. Would have been beautiful. 17 up to here. Would have been another $55, but I would have probably had it, you know, yeah, at least here. It would have been another $55. We would have been at like $300 now in profit. It's okay. We made $400 in funded accounts on this account alone. A couple $100 in the other accounts. Can't complain. All good. All right, on to the next. Let's see. We have the Apex 18 account. It's hard to say what we're gonna do here. I mean, we certainly have a potentially maybe catch a like all these what do you call these wicks here that like to be run. So I'm gonna place my trades underneath those wicks. This is an eval, so I'm gonna be a little bit more reckless with it. We are close to this trend line, so if you know, even if we go down, we have about, by my calculations, about 30 points of drawdown, which is fine. We'll manage the trade here, unless something drastic happens. But you know, that's out of our hands. We're just gonna blow this account. That's fine. All right. But otherwise, I'm okay putting on these trades right here. If this fails, I'm gonna trade another account here. I'm gonna set those trades down here. 1, right? We have our AOS here. 2, 3, 4. Last but not least, 5. So if this does dump 70 points, remember I said Nasdaq is ready to dump 80 points any minute. Like any given time, you should assume Nasdaq is going to drop 80, at least 80 points. You're going to be able to take that trade, and this is it. Okay. Next account. This one we traded yesterday. I'm gonna similar story here. I'm gonna put up a couple of longs. Let's take a look. What do we have here? So we have AOS here. See, oh, look at that Russell. Almost close, almost reached that target. I don't know why it didn't. Like, so not fair. Okay, should probably reach us now. Okay, Russell keeps going higher. Right, looks like I think we're gonna get some news soon. I have my alarm going off. We have, let's double check. I think something substantial might come out around 1 o'clock. Oh, 30-year bond auction. Dang it. Okay. And then Atlanta Fed GDP now. man, man, oh man. All right, I'm gonna have to back away my trades here. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna assume Nasdaq is gonna jump 100 points now, okay? If it drops 100 points, we're gonna catch it down here, okay? I'm gonna move my other trades, move them in the next 5 minutes. Just need to draw out these. Okay, Russell's pulling back a little bit. We got out of one mini. Okay, Russell's definitely pulling back. It's halfway. I guess it's similar to what the Nasdaq is doing right now. Okay, I should probably go back to those accounts. So here my first entry is around 25,188. Just gonna leave the last one here. Well, I'm gonna set it here. Here. Like so. Remember, we're assuming the market might drop 100 points or so in the news, at least. I mean, we got so much room to the downside, but we created all these AOS areas, which is why we had a pretty successful day of trading today, because we just follow our AOS setup systems. All right. Okay. Alright, let's look at another account. Alright, we're too close here. Too close for comfort. Let's see if we can remove this. If you know, it could have filled us already, right? But it didn't. Could have filled us, we could have taken it profit, we could have been done maybe. Too close. Okay, 100-point drop would be there. Okay, Russell's selling off. All right, we're about to get those news in 4 minutes. Okay, Nasdaq is getting heavy. Okay, I see Russell's getting heavy.
Order filled.
All right. My computer is freezing up right now, so I might have to end the stream to just kind of restart it. I think the big movement from the market is creating a lot of lag on my computer. All right, for the sake of trading, I'm gonna do a recap if I don't get to show you my trades, but the news about to hit. We have about 4 minutes, or 2 minutes, excuse me, from the news. I'm gonna restart the computer, come back to you guys, okay?